Hi, this is Dr. McCollum and Dr. Polari, and we're so happy that you've started care in the office. And we wanted to go over some basic exercises and information to help you get better results. And so the first thing I want to do is show you the most important exercise you can do for your spine. I call it the $1 million exercise because it's going to save your life, okay? So if you learn how to do this correctly and do it every day, it's going to make a huge difference in your posture, your nerve control, and your health in general, and your flexibility. So when we look at the spine, there's 24 movable segments in it. And when you have an injury, what happens is you get what's called dense random scarring. So rather than having the muscle, if you've ever pulled taffy, be really strong this way, it gets like this random scarring that's very inflexible. And when you're moving your spine around over one of those scars, it pulls on that scar, and that can cause all kinds of inflammation, nerve pain, and such. So the exercise we're going to teach you is going to take every pair of the 24 vertebrae in your spine, and it's going to get those vertebrae moving back and forth so that the muscles that attach in the back are going to be used. So every time you use a muscle, it's going to get more blood into it, it's going to get stronger, more flexible. So the exercise is pretty easy. This shows where the vertebrae have muscles going from one vertebra to the next, one vertebra to the next, and then throughout your spine there's 7 layers of muscles in your back that just start to overlap. So the exercise is pretty easy. I'm going to have you just sit like this. You want your posture, you tuck your hips a little bit in. We call this putting your girdle on, so you're tight, your abdominal muscles are tight, and then you're going to just start to rotate back and forth like this. And you can feel this usually. Make sure your hands are rubbing across your knees. And then start to slowly raise your arms up a little bit each rotation. And my head should be straighter. And then you're going to feel the effects more, basically wherever your hands are in the back behind you, you're going to feel that moving. So you can tell that you're moving the vertebra focus much more depending on where your hands are. Let's get up to about between your mouth and your nose, stay there for a few rotations. Your head follows your hands, and then work back down again. And basically what you're doing is you're wringing out every set of vertebrae in your spine. It feels great. Usually after about 3 weeks of doing it, you're going to feel heat going up and down your spine. And what I perceive is happening is the muscles are getting stronger, you're getting more blood supply to the muscles you're using more now, and you'll become more flexible. So it's going to help you hold your adjustments better, and it's going to help you improve your posture because those muscles are going to get stronger to hold the adjustments. So just as an example, let's say these are all of the bones in your spine. These red ones show an area of inflexibility. So that's an area of injury with scar tissue on it. Now, when we adjust it, we start to get it to move correctly, but until those muscles get strong enough, until the brain gets used to giving the correct command to the pinched nerve, so to speak, that has stopped this from functioning well, you're going to want to do those exercises so that the muscles get strong enough to keep those bones moving correctly. So I hope that makes sense to you. Our basic purpose is to help the nervous system work correctly, communicating from the brain to every one of the 75 trillion cells in your body. And those nerves, there's only 31 nerves that come out of your spine, go to 75 trillion cells. So one pinched nerve or one area of pressure on a nerve could affect a whole bunch of cells in your body, organs and everything. So our purpose is, as we're adjusting you, to have you learn how to pump those discs and keep them healthy. Okay, I hope that makes sense. Okay, so I want to show you guys how to sleep correctly. There's a couple different ways to go. The best way possible is on your back, and this is a body pillow I'll show you in a minute. As you know, in the office we have those triangular pillows. They're not great to sleep on, but they're good for a little while. But number one, by having your knees slightly bent, it relaxes the nerve that goes down your back. If I'm straight like this, that nerve is pulled to its tightest because my legs are straight. When I when I relax my legs or bend them, it takes slack into the lower back on the sciatic nerves. So by having your knees bent like this, it will relax your back. Plus it keeps you on your back so you don't flip-flop around. So that's also a very good point. It also relaxes the blood flow of the big arteries that come down through your abdomen and then split and go down each leg. So we want all of everything to be relaxed in these positions. Then pillows are kind of funny. Everybody wants me to tell them the best pillow, but you know, you're just gonna have to try to find the right one. But there is purposes for a pillow. Pillows are not meant for your head. A lot of people sleep on one pillow, 2 or 3, or they fall asleep on the couch. It's exactly the wrong thing to do because you end up reversing the curve or stretching this out, and it's actually gonna damage your neck over time. So a pillow really should be under your neck, promoting the correct curve. So this is a down pillow, it's what I prefer. And basically you want that pillow under your neck, supporting your neck, and your head just relaxed back. That's the best way to go. It's the most comfortable. Sometimes I'll put a pillow kind of under each arm so I feel like I'm in a lounge chair. It's very comfortable. So again, your pillow's not supposed to be on your head with your neck having gravity pull against it. You're supposed to be like that. Now, if it's impossible to sleep on your back right now, that might change as we work through your spine. The other way to sleep is on your side, but a lot of times people sleep on their side kind of like twisted in a knot. They're all like this, all bent and twisted, their hands are under their arms, and if you look at their spine, it looks like a curlicue. So if I go this way, I'm all twisted up like that. You can see my spine's all twisted. So we want your spine to be straight. So this body pillow, you can get at Bed Bath & Beyond for 20 bucks or Target for 10. The one that I got from Target and gave to my wife became mine, and she took the good one. So just spend the 20 bucks and get it at Bed Bath & Beyond. It doesn't go flat real quick. So the way you do this is you sleep with a pillow between your legs. Your pillow, your neck pillow, is supporting your neck, and then your head's relaxed. And then I'm like this, and if you were to look at my back, and I'll turn around in a minute, my whole spine is straight. So all those 24 segments are in a pretty good alignment. They're not being twisted or turned. Without the pillow, I'm like this, and I'm opening up the big joint here called the sacroiliac joint. If I were to fall asleep with my hand off the bed like this for 8 hours, and I'm sure you've had this, you wake up and you go, oh, the joint's so sore. So imagine what happens if I'm sleeping like this, with this joint being yanked open all night. No wonder you have sciatica problems. And the other thing is, you know, if you're driving or you're sitting incorrectly or you already have injuries, it's going to be worse. So when I put the pillow between my knees, this is now at a 90-degree angle, and that's very protective of your spine. The worst thing to do is sleep on your stomach. So if you're doing that, don't do it. So again, you can see how comfortable this is. It just puts a smile on my face because it's so comfortable. And I usually wake up in the exact same position I went to bed in this way. Hope that helps. Okay, have a great day. Hi, this is called the static back. It's an amazing way to relax your spine. I like to do it for at least 5 minutes a day. And you want your knees at a 90-degree angle. So sometimes you'll have to get a chair and put a pillow underneath it. But you don't want one that's too low or too high. So you want your knees at 90 degrees. Your feet are going to be pointing straight up, not tilted this way, duck-footed or pigeon-toed. And what you're measuring is the outside of your foot to be going straight up. So they're shoulder width apart from your hips to your knees to your feet. And then your palms are palm up at about 45-degree angle here. And what you want to do is you want to bring your head forward a little bit, stretching out your neck. This part of your back, the upper rib cage area, is probably going to be tight at first, but as it relaxes, flattens out, you'll feel better. And then the small of your back, down here, you want that to relax and be touching the ground too. And now, I like to take a weight, this is a 5-pound weight, and put it right on my lower abdomen like this. Sometimes those ones, the ankle weights you get at Big 5 to put on your ankles are good. And then you want to practice slow breathing. All the way in and out, really deep. Breathing all the way down to your abdomen, pushing that weight up, and then let it out. Those deep breaths are going to get your lungs completely filled and then empty them out because the weights can help push it out. That's a really great exercise, a really good way to relax a lot of tension out of your back. And especially good to do this right after you do the spinal twisting exercise. But try to do it for 5 minutes a day, and I think you will really enjoy it. All right, have a great